There's new evidence tonight that rising food prices of today, in addition to the crime issues, we've got inflation issues in America. Well, rising prices will look like the good old days compared to food shortages that are coming. Some makers of hummus are now hoarding chickpeas. We're not making this up. U.S. chickpea costs are through the roof. Supplies are down 20% in parts of the world. American farmers are giving up on growing them. There are a few reasons for that, but the cost of fuel, fertilizer, and labor make it unprofitable in the United States. And if you don't eat hummus like yours truly, well, wheat and corn are likely next in the shortage department. Tony Rouflas is the vice president of Pulse Division Columbia Grain and joins us now. Tony, am I wrong to ring the alarm bell on this?
Well, it's not that large of an issue in terms of we're going to see lack of chickpeas causing hummus to completely disappear from the store shelves. But overall, we've seen chickpea supplies really come down quite a bit. We're down 30% from last year, and we're down substantially from where we were at 2 to 3 years ago in terms of chickpea production. And a lot of this is because of rising corn, rising soybean, and rising wheat prices. We're seeing more and more farmers out there choose to plant these commodities rather than chickpeas. And so we're seeing our production drop substantially. The U.S. is still a large producer of chickpeas and has been a net exporter of chickpeas for a number of years. So ultimately, we still are going to have enough chickpeas, I think, to supply our domestic demand. However, we're seeing the overall global supply of chickpeas really shorten, and it's causing a lot of supply rationing in countries around the world.
Well, we know what that means, which is that there's going to be higher prices in the United States, and then who knows whether the shortages come. This is, and I know you deal not only with chickpeas, but with a lot of different commodities. Here's John Boyd from our July 1st show, a farmer in the United States, talking about the problems that are to come.
The administration hasn't made farming, in this case, the American farmer, a priority. And when you don't take care of American farmers, you're going to have a shortage in the supply chain. And what that's going to happen is empty store shelves, restaurant prices are going to go through the roof because they won't be able to get the goods and services that they've been getting.
Nobody ever thought we'd have a toilet paper shortage or a baby formula shortage or anything else. Is it unreasonable to think we might have real shortages?
I don't think it's unreasonable at all. I think we're seeing supplies at historically tight levels. A lot of this is driven too with the conflict in the Ukraine, limiting agricultural exports from the Black Sea, and it's just caused a lot of concern. And specifically, we're seeing it in a lot of second and third world nations today. But it could no doubt spill over to first world countries here if we're not careful and we're not doing everything we can to try to maximize our production and our supply.
Well, we did not do everything we could to maximize our supply of baby formula. We know there were some pretty serious issues on that one. Tony, thank you. We appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.